Okay, real talk. I used to think investing was something only people in suits with Bloomberg terminals did. I had a 401k, I didn't touch it, and I prayed for the best. That was my entire financial strategy. Then I discovered J.L. Collins, and everything changed. So today we're breaking down financial literacy the simple way. No jargon, no Wall Street gatekeeping, just the stuff that actually matters. J.L. Collins is widely known as the godfather of the financial independence retire early movement, the FIRE movement. He spent 5 decades as a stock market investor before writing what became a cult classic, The Simple Path to Wealth, a book that is now sold over 1 million copies in 20 languages. And here's the most important thing to know about this man. He wrote the book as a series of letters to his teenage daughter, because he realized that if something happened to him, she'd have no idea how to handle money. That's it. That's the origin story. A dad worried about his kid's future, writing down everything he knew, and it became the investing Bible for a generation. So what does JL actually say? Strip everything back, and there are 3 core rules. Put fingers up, 1, 2, 3. Rule 1, save as much as you can. Ideally 50% of what you make. Collins says his savings rate is what saved him. When he got his first job out of college, he randomly decided he wanted to build what he called FU money, enough of a financial cushion that he had options. And as his income grew, he kept that 50% savings rate. The amount he invested grew, but so did his lifestyle, and the math kept working. Now, 50% sounds insane. I get it. Start wherever you can. 10%, 15%. The point is the habit, not the number. Rule 2, avoid debt. Collins is blunt about this. Debt is the enemy of financial independence. The goal is to get to a place where your investments cover your living costs so that work becomes optional, not mandatory. He calls this FU money. Roughly 25 times your annual expenses invested. That's the target. 25 times your annual expenses. Write that down. That's your number. Rule 3. Invest in a simple, low-cost index fund. Collins stresses that even smart people struggle to accept they probably cannot outperform a simple index fund that buys everything. Most actively managed funds underperform after fees, and that's where ordinary investors get burned. His recommendation? VTSAX, Vanguard's Total Stock Market Index Fund, or any equivalent broad market index fund. Buy it, hold it, don't touch it. That's the strategy. Now here's the part that used to terrify me. The market drops, sometimes a lot. Collins is honest about this. He even admits he sold during the 2008 crash and talks about the fortune it cost him. His message is that the stock market always goes up over the long term, with terrifying drops along the way. And the one thing that will determine whether the market makes you wealthy or leaves you bleeding is what you do when it drops. You do nothing. You stay the course. You might even buy more. I know that sounds crazy when everything is falling. But Collins has been through the crashes of the 70s, the dot-com bust, 2008, COVID, and every single time, the market came back stronger. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. So when can you actually stop working? That's where the 4% rule comes in. Collins provides what many call the most accessible explanation of the Trinity study, which shows that a 4% initial withdrawal rate, adjusted for inflation, has survived every 30-year period in U.S. market history. That's the mathematical foundation of the entire FIRE movement. In plain English, if you have $1 million invested, you can withdraw $40,000 a year, and statistically, your money will last at least 30 years, likely much longer. $2 million? $80,000 a year. Forever. Ish. That's the finish line. That's what you're building toward. One of the most powerful ideas in Collins' work is this: financial independence comes as much from limiting your needs as from your income level. It links money with freedom, not status. We live in a world that constantly tells us to spend more, upgrade more, look richer. Collins says the opposite. The less you need, the sooner you're free. It's not about deprivation, it's about intention. As Collins himself writes, from the moment you step on the simple path, you are a bit stronger, a bit freer, and able to be a bit bolder in the choices you make. You don't have to be rich or even close to it to be freer than you were before. So here's your J.L. Collins cheat sheet. Save aggressively, avoid debt, buy a broad index fund, hold through the drops, and remember your number: 25 times your annual expenses. That's it. That's the whole thing. A 1,000,000-copy bestseller, boiled down to 5 rules. You're welcome. If this helped, subscribe, because every week we're breaking down the money stuff that school never taught us. And drop a comment. What's your financial literacy gap? I'd love to know. And that's a wrap on today's video. If you stuck around to the end, you're already ahead of most people. Seriously. The fact that you're here, learning, putting in the work, that matters. The market will open again tomorrow. The question is, will you be ready? Stay covered, stay strategic, let your money fly. Everything shared on this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a financial advisor, and nothing you hear or see here should be taken as financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a licensed professional before making any investment decisions.